Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am here with a little collective haul. And I needed to get this stuff cleaned up. I'm in the midst of the last of my spring cleaning, which is my storage room. And I need to really get back on the Maker's Market wagon and the Restoration Harmony Home Boutique and get things listed. And I just have a big old mess in there because it's halfway organized. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you kind of what I've collected. I'll try to remember where I got it from, and what I'm going to do with some of this stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, welcome. I love to do a lot of vintage treasure hunting. I love to do paper crafting, DIY, flipping some houses, and of course, traveling. So I found, there was a bunch. Okay, this is the front. I found a bunch of these. I ended up only buying 3. I kept this one for myself, and it is in the worst shape. I think it's like it was reinforced here. But I want to do a series where I, tell me what you think, if you're interested in this, where I actually take these and turn them into journals, because there's a lot of potential here, even though these have photo pages. So this was full, as were the other 2, full of, it looked like some of them were printed. I mean, like she printed them at home, but photos that she had taken from different events. There were little sayings and things like that, but they were chocked full. So I am going to be selling the other 2 with all of the stuff in it, but these, I took everything out. I kept what I wanted. Here's what they were like. And, you know, there's like these little things. So all the ones I wanted to use in journals, I kept right here, and the rest are going to be package toppers. And then the other 2 are filled with those too, because I think that there's just lots of opportunity in there for those goodies as well. And so that was one thing. It's just an album that is 9 by a little over 8.5. So that is that. The other thing I got, this was at this was on the day before my birthday. I went and I needed to get out of the house because one of my birthday presents was a deep clean of the house. So my new friend Vivian was there, and so I needed to stay out of the house for the day. And so I did a little thrifting. I had some errands to run, and I went to several places. I went to a St. Vincent de Paul. I went to a Salvation Army, a DAV. I just kind of did my little loop. So I did get, these are just close to my heart. They used to use these as like flippy flap things, but I will use them to put small, you know, playing cards or whatever. So whenever, oh wait, maybe there's more in here then. Wait. Read what it says, clear cards. So yes, there are some of these, but these are clear cards. Well, those could be fun. All right. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out the little bags and put those with my other ones in my shipping area. And then we got those. Those are cute. I may bring those to a live sale as well. And then I got 2 packs, which I think I'm going to sell one of these as well. 10 cards, 10 envelopes, white daisy. So what these are is, I just think they're cool. Let me show you. So they would have been for card making, but I think we could have some fun to put them in our journals. So you open it up, and these spin, which we could make these, right? You just use a string, a couple of these, and cut that out. So I think I'm just going to bring this one as well as the other, those 2 things to a sale, and we'll put this somewhere else. I can certainly use that again. And then let me show you. This actually was a gift. This makes me very happy. This is from my friend Carrie, and she gave me this amazing Jello book to go with my Jello collection. I can't wait to make my Jello journals. I don't know why I want to make those so badly, but I do. I love Jello. I mean, come on, who doesn't? Well, I know a lot of people who don't. I also found this is a wonder book of the Wizard of Oz, so this will go in with my Wizard of Oz journals. And this, I did not have this. I think it is wonderful, and it's probably going to be in a journal within itself. Now, this one is from, I should probably look it up before I go cutting it apart, because it's in fairly good shape. It's from 1931. Original, obviously from Frank Baum, is 1900 and 1903. Oh, yeah. See, it's ready for me to take apart. Don't you think? But I love the images in it. What would you do? Would you use it? I think I should. What's this? I don't know what this is. I mean, I think it's like the card catalog thing, but I don't know what, I don't know. Maybe it's $5 and that was like, it was in a booth or something. I don't know. I just don't know. I did get some cookbooks. Let me just show you. I'll try to show them all well, I have a couple more. I got this one because it says quick dishes for the woman in a hurry. And I really liked the images in here, and I do not need another cookbook. I have a whole thing of cooking, kind of homemaking, a whole tote full of that. So, but I just couldn't resist this. For the woman in a hurry. Yeah. I have some kids cooking cookbooks planned, and I thought these were nice, and they're nice heavy cardstock. So I thought these would be fun, and the images are cute. It's not terribly old, I don't know. Kids Cooking, a very slightly messy manual. 1987. Well, I guess it's older than I thought. But look at this. I mean, they're just cute. Tossed green salad with Sarah's own dressing. Lots of cool images. So that will go in with my cookbook stuff too. And then I got a couple of Hawaii kind of things. And I've got tons of like nautical, beachy, you know, summer vibes things. I have a whole section for it. So I thought it would be fun to do a Hawaii specific journal and use some of these. I've sold a lot of my Hawaii stuff, but I can start collecting again. And I've got plenty of beachy vacation vibes kind of things. I did pick a couple of things up that were from, did I buy anything from any other countries? I don't remember. Italian, because I do want to do an Italy journal. And this is from, I mean, they're shiny, but they've got a lot of the places that you might go to visit in Italy. And this was no date. No date. Huh. But I thought it was cute. So I picked that up. And then I picked this up. I think I mentioned that Sarah Boynton was one of my favorite authors when the kids were little. And we had a bunch of these board books. Pajama Time was the kids' all-time favorite. And I think I have their original one too. But I thought, well, I'll pick this one up because, A, I'll either save it, keep the original one for my kids if they want to have it for their kids, and then have one for, you know, someday when I might have grandbabies. But we used to do it was kind of like a jingle to this. Pull on the bottoms, put on the top, get yourself set to pajamity bop. It's pajama time. Ooh, yeah, it's pajama time. So the kids really loved that book. And so I bought it for nostalgia purposes. This one, and I think all of these are going to be, I hate it when they do that. This was from, I don't know what store this was from. Probably the Salvation Army. There's the tag for 20 cents. Somebody had it at a yard sale. But I just thought this was a really cute book that would make a great journal. So I'm going to make this into a journal. It's 1950. It is the first edition. I should probably look it up too. But it's just got such cute images in it. So sweet. So I got that one. I got the store book, which I just thought that this, I love how the pages are that look like a little store, but I also just think the images in here are so cute. Plus, I loved this for potentially the tooth journal, the dental journal. Isn't that sweet? Lots of things you could fussy cut, or you can just use the pages as they are. So for right now, I'm going to keep this, and maybe someday if I don't use it anytime soon, I will cut it up. Farm animals. This one, I think, well, actually, I need to put this because I have some, I don't know that I'll use this as a journal, but I love the images to fussy cut and some of the pages. I just love the vibrancy of the images. So there's that one. And then this is one of those babies, the Wipe Clean books. And I thought this would make an adorable cover, an entire journal, because, you know, it's durable. So this will become a journal as well. And I'm working on some of those. If you joined me for the live where you helped me decide on the next journals to work on, one of them was farm animals. So I think I'm going to put that with those, and I'll have that ready. What is this? This is, oh, the baby's catalog. So I thought these would be great for the baby books. And I've got a lot of stuff for those too. And, you know, add it to my list of things to do. But I just like the images in this. So cute. Who's this by? Janet and Alan Alberg, an Atlantic Monthly Press book from 1982. So that will go with the baby stuff. Then I bought a book that I already took apart. Do you think I remember what it was? I think it was about Iowa. Well, I don't think. It was about Iowa. And all of these black and white images were in here. And these are screaming for me to Chromac Collage those, which is just what I call where I introduce color to a black and white, or black and white to a color image, and make them kind of silly and fun. And there were so many cute images I could not resist. So I just took out the ones that I wanted. And then I kept the cover so that I can, if I've got somebody that's ordered ledger or things like that, I can just stick it in between it, and it just helps. Won't this be fun? Oh my goodness. Anyway, you get the picture. Such fun little, you get the picture, literally. So those need to go with my Chromac Collage, so those won't go in the storage room. Another book on Roma. And this I thought was cool because it has the map in here. 1970. So just a cool book, and it's got the, oh, this one goes, you get the whole shebang. So there's that. And then I loved this too, about the vegetables on your plate. Now, one of the books that you wanted me to do, well, no, whether you did or not, I said this one I've got to do, and it was the Let's Go Shopping book. So perhaps I'll put that in with those, and maybe I can use, the pages are not way bigger, but smaller than this. But I think I can probably, like that, I could use. So I'll put that in with that kit. I love me some fondue, and I couldn't resist this. And, like, I need this, but I don't know. If I decide that I don't use it, or if I don't use it. And I would actually use this for some recipes, because I really do love to fondue. And I have 3 or 4 fondue pots at the venue that we used. We used them for events. I used them during the pandemic. We had a fondue party. The kids thought it was too much work. I did buy, this was a great find. I think I paid, I think it was $4. There were 3 books in here, and it was 80% off, so it was 99 cents for all of them. And I only kept this one for myself, but this one is Dot and Jim, and it is from 1967. Yeah. And I loved the pages. But the other 2 eventually will come to a live sale. They're on the shelf ready to go. Isn't that cute, though? Look at this. Here, Mother Hen, said Dot. This book probably needs to be kept with the journals that I'm working on now, too, because a lot of them are children's books. So we'll keep that one with that stuff, too. Here's an Italian Sunset Cookbook. This is a really nice, from 98. It was $1.99. 1981. Gnocchi. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. What is this? Trimmed artichokes stand at attention for the classic Roman artichoke platter. That looks, I love artichokes. Gnocchi. I made homemade gnocchi for Christmas, for our Earringdale Christmas, my side of the family. Oh my gosh, that took a long time. But it was delicious. So I just thought that would go with the Italian goodies. I had to buy this. I think this might have been 99 cents too. No, it was half price. So I don't know how much these were, but however much it cost, it was half price. But because cursive is not taught in schools anymore, maybe it will make a comeback. But this is from 1986. And, well, there's all of this in here. What is this? Copies of maybe some of these pages. But it is how to write in cursive. And I just thought it was fantastic. So it goes through this. The Greeks began writing in both directions as the oxen plowed the fields. By the 5th century BC, they had changed into our present way from left to right. And then we start working on cursive, but this is more like a calligraphy type of cursive. Anyway, I loved it. I thought it was cool. They're calling it italic handwriting, which is now like calligraphy, right? So I got that. That can go and doesn't have to go to storage. Here's 2 more books on Hawaii. This is a sunset guide to the Hawaiian Islands, and it is from Mahalo, 1987. It was the 3rd printing in 87, originally from 1986. Love it. So it's got what's in a name. There's just a lot of, I mean, it's not just recreation, but it's also got history in there, and so I'm excited to go through. I love Hawaii. Dave was just saying in June he has some time off and we're going to take a trip. And I said I wanted to go back to Biloxi. He wanted to go to Colorado. And I'm like, and I had a dream last night that we decided to go to Hawaii. So maybe I should bring that up to him. I had a dream. Maybe that means we need to go to Hawaii. This is 1966, original 1950. So it's basically a student's guide to Hawaii. So it would have been in classrooms. And it's all black and white. It does have the vintage scent, which doesn't bother me, but look at that with Santa. Cute. From Willard Elementary School in Des Moines. I don't know where that was. Then I did make a stop at, where are these from? Are these from Hildy and Joe? Is that JoAnns? Did I go to Michael's? I don't remember going to a Michael's. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I did go to JoAnns as well. Maybe it was Hobby Lobby. And I got a whole bunch of, I did get a bunch at JoAnns, a bunch of, it must have been Hobby Lobby. What was the other place that I went? Does it say on here? JoAnns. These were all from JoAnns. The Hildy and Joe's. So I picked up, these are dragonflies. These are butterflies. I've already used a couple of those. And these are sea turtles, starfish, and seahorses, which I think they call seahorses something else now. Here's a little, this was in a little thrift bag. It's just initials. And actually on the journals that I did for the Ideals journals, for the girls that bought those, I put their initials on each one of them. I forgot to mention that when I did the flip through. All right, so there is one set of beads that I got. I just got some things I knew I would use. These, I feel like, these are not from JoAnns. Look at these. I mean, I kind of wish I would have got more of these rainbows. I love them. I love me some rainbows. These are lemons. These are like the rubbery ones. I got some candies. I think I have these for sure already, but maybe a smaller size. Some itty bitty flowers. So I need to do a little sesh. These are all apples and limes, kiwis maybe, lemons, watermelon, a little bit of fruit all around the house. I bought another pack of the mushies because you can't have too many mushies in my opinion. And then they had the different colored ones, so I got those as well. And I paid pennies for these. Well, I think they were like 60% off. I love these. I just love the feel of these. I don't know why. I don't know what they're made out of. Oh, reconstituted turquoise. So I got the butterflies, the hearts, and 2 sets of the stars. So I love those. Did I need more beads? No, but for as cheap as they were, I could not resist. So we'll have to do a sesh with those soon. Then I went to, I think this was at the DAV. This is actually a vintage photo album. And what this does is it flips out like this. And I just feel like this needs to be made into a journal, don't you? Because if you look, we can make this into a journal. Not a big journal, but... Or we could do something similar to this without the... I don't know. But it needs to be a journal, I think. I mean, it's got wear here, so I think it's perfect to use for it. What would you do with this? You tell me. I don't know. So that probably needs to go somewhere else. Also, and I had I think I already showed this before, but I had a bag of different things that were like sewing notions. And these vintage zippers are in here. And I love me a vintage zipper. And I make those like shirt pockets, but I think we might do some other things with these. So I'm going to leave these I'm going to put them in a pouch, and we're going to do a project with these. So I got all of those that I will put in a special place. And then I got this, and I need to be careful about buying more binders because I've got a lot. But I just think this will be a very cool journal. Initially, it was intended for a greeting card organizer. So you know when people's birthdays are, you stick them in the pockets, you write down when their birthdays are, and then you grab your cards out, fill them out, and there you go. But these are already done for us, these pockets. So I think with a little ingenuity, we can make this into a really, really fun, cute journal. Maybe an idea journal. I mean, it's perfect the way it is just to use it as such, but I want to do something different with it. October, let's see, November. It's November. I got a turkey. So it would be cool just to do this for a journal and just have each month. And then there's address. No, is that addresses? Yeah. Address pages. To just have a few pages in between. I mean, I still got plenty of room in there to add more stuff. So it could be just a journal, or, you know, a writing journal or a art journal for each month. That would be cute. At the St. Vincent de Paul, I did pick up this. Now, I haven't even opened this up, and it was not cheap. It was $7. But there's so much here, and I was like, I think I need to share this. And of course, it's stapled, and let's just pull it out. Hopefully, it smells good. Doesn't smell bad. But it's felt, or flannel, I mean flannel. But look how much is there. I think for the baby book, lots of things. And it is, oh boy, Nicole de Leon for the Alexander Henry Fabrics Collection, 2001. Guess it's vintage, friends, but I just think it's really sweet. And I have not bought, I just don't buy fabric unless it's feed sack or something really special, because, man, I got a lot. This is, oh, here, we'll just do this like that. So I'm selling some of these. These are pictures to sew. And I just think that these would both make really, or I guess they have, oh, this was like it was in a box. So I kept this one as well. But the party book, I just think these would make cute journals. So those can go back to the back. In one of them, there was this American Aberdeen Angus Breeders Association card from Sheridan, Iowa. That could probably go in my farm journal. And then they're called Wallies. So you put these on their wall, but they're teacups. So I'll put these with my tea time journals. But then I happened to have this random piece of paper with the blue on it. And I was like, oh my goodness, doesn't that look cute? So I think I'm going to put all of this together. It's in French. And I'll put that with my tea time journal stuff. I did pick up several of these. These are Santoro. And they're in a Sizzix Stampin' Up! Framelits case, but that's not what they are. They're Santoro, and they're the little girls. They're like from London. They're like similar to the ones that I have. What's her name? Not Madeline. I can't remember her name. I'm trying to read it down here. From Gorgeous, Gorjuss collection. These are from 2006. But I thought those would be cute for my Hawaii journal or my summer journals or my beachy journals. So we'll put that with those as well. I got to put those and these together with that. And then I picked up, oh goodness, what did I pick up? Oh, now this one's not in good shape. So this one I will, well, let me see. Can I fix it? Nah, it's in shabby shape. So I think there are two of these though. But I bought them because I think that they would also be cute if any of them are really good. Like this one I think is in good shape, but I think there's only one of them to use. And I have some other ones in the Airbnb on the girly side. Now I'm questioning myself. I said, oh, this one's in bad shape too. Well, okay, guess not. But I could make some pillows. I could make some cute things with it. And here's the other one. This was in better shape. So I picked those up. I got these in Story City. I think they were 50 cents a piece. And these were really inexpensive too. So I picked these up. I'm going to try to wash them. But I think I actually, because they have some staining on them, I'll either use them as a display or I'll just use them in the Airbnb. We'll see. And then I got this little one. She'll probably, see how they're all stained, and they were really inexpensive. So I'll take this off, and then I'll probably use this for crafting as well. So I got all of those. And then last but not least, I have just a couple other things. I'm not going to be working on this year, but I thought it was cute. Oh, this one actually I'm not going to to use. I'm going to keep this. This is a 1970 Ideals publication. And you guys know that I collect these little books with all of the little animals with their outfits on. So this will go with my collection. That's right. Can't pass these up. They're my very favorite. I mean, come on, how cute. He's tickling him. Wake up, little sleepyhead. Yeah, I adore these books. So that will go in my bookcase. And then the last one I got was the McCall's Sewing Book. And that is what it looks like. It is from, and there's even some study sheets in here. Look at that cute fly page. This one I do not have, and I have not seen before. It's the 8th printing, 1968. So this will go in with my fashion and sewing journals. But I love the pages they're oversized. They're matte. They're wonderful. So I think this will make a cool journal. And that, my friends, is everything that I got on my last thrift haul. And I now can clean up my goodies and get them all put away. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for following along. We will see you next time. Until then, remember to take time to just be. And don't forget, let me know what your favorite thing was or your ideas on how I should use some of them. Cheers, guys.